You know what? I'll just record it.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know what you guys, Zoom made me update and it's all these changes and I hate it. Like it's that whole thing. The bishop of my ward, he was like, he's kind of like the pastor. He said, the only person who likes change is a baby with a dirty diaper. It's so true.
They don't even like it.
So true. Okay, well, you guys, I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys all. So if you have any questions, just type them in the chat, write them down, whatever. We'll get to them all at the end, all right? So I'm just going to go through the presentation if there's something that you have a question on. And remember that there's no stupid question. The only stupid question is the one you didn't ask. Seriously. You guys, I want you to know Elite and Premier like the back and front of your hand. And once you get it, once it clicks, you're like, that totally makes sense. So here we go. We're going to share my screen. All right. Well, America, this is the 2017 Premier Goal Guide. And I'm going to go over Premier because I think sometimes with Elite, like you think like 5-star, you think, holy cow, it's kind of the stop or the start that stops most people. So I'm like, in our 2017 execution strategy meeting we had a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how, you know, I think we focus way too much on elite, when Premier is just as big as deal. It is huge deal. If you can hit Premier within your first 2 or 3 years of coaching, wow, like double wow, like triple wowzer. It's a huge deal to be able to hit Premier. So you guys, I'm going to go over that first, and then I'll tell you the few different changes with the Elite, all right? So the reason why we created this is here at corporate, we looked at all the coaches who are growing their teams, growing their volumes, growing their income, advancing, and we're like, what are they doing? And this is what we created the Elite Goal Guide with. We found that all these top coaches who are advancing, growing their team, growing their volume, growing their income, they were all doing these things. So we created this goal guide. So in order to be a 2017 Premier coach, you need to have these following requirements. You need to be a paid two-star diamond or higher for at least one bonus week in December 2017. You see this little asterisk right here? The bonus weeks are these dates right here, 12/6, 12/13, 12/20, and 12/27. Let me tell you one of the saddest stories ever. Last year, I had a coach. She was working to be Premier all year long. She finally hit 2-star. She had all of her points. She was so excited. You guys, she hit 2-star on December 1st. That was not a bonus week. Last December, it had 5 Thursdays in it. December 1st did not count. December 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th, those counted. Those were the bonus weeks that counted. December 1st did not. She lost it the next week, and she could not get it back. Because it was so heartbreaking. She thought that she just had to hit it 1 week in December. But she had to hit it on a bonus week. So here are the bonus weeks. Make sure you know these like the back and front of your hand. Mark them on your date. You have to hit one of these bonus weeks, okay? Number 2 is you have to have a minimum of 2 personally sponsored coaches reach diamond or higher for the first time in 2017 and have at least 2 of them hold the rank of diamond or higher for at least 1 bonus week in December 2017. So again, these bonus weeks are here. This part right here saying I have to advance a minimum of 2 personally sponsored diamonds to reach for the first time in 2017. Let me tell you another sad story. I had one of my coaches. She'd been a coach for 4 years, you guys. And this year she said, I am going Premier or Elite. I am going Premier or Elite. Okay, she was a 2-star. She had all of her points. You guys, she only advanced 1 new diamond. She didn't get Elite. You have to advance at least 2 new diamonds to be Premier or Elite. All right? At least 2. Like we had some 5-stars who weren't Elite because they didn't advance 2 new ones. We had some 10-stars who didn't advance 2 new diamonds, so they weren't Elite. All right? You have to advance a minimum of 2 personally sponsored coaches to reach diamond or higher for the first time in 2017. All right? Number 3, you have to earn a total of 135 Elite points. For any combination of points, what's up, Jeremy? Hello, hello. I'm going to mute you really quick. There we go. So you have to earn a total of 135 Elite points from any combination of points from the 4 Elite point categories. All right? So the only difference between Elite and Premier It's with Premier, you have to be a paid 2-star diamond or higher. With Elite, you have to be a paid 5-star diamond or higher. With Premier, you have to earn a total of 135 Elite points, and they can come from any category. Does not matter if they all come from category number 1 or all come from category number 2. It does not matter. You just have to have a total of 135. With Elite, there's different minimums and maximums from the different categories. You have to kind of have it spread out. Okay, so this is how you earn those Elite points. Category number 1 is your coaches from last year, so 2016, and your personally sponsored coaches from this year, 2017, hitting Success Club. All right? So say, for example, in January, you have one of your coaches hit Success Club. And you hit it too, because hitting Success Club for you is non-negotiable. You guys make that a non-negotiable. Otherwise, you will not grow in this business at all. Make it a non-negotiable. When you hit it, then it doubles. So that coach that hit it and you hit it, 1 times 2 is 2. So you get 2 Elite points for that. Now, say, for example, in January, you have 0 coaches hit Success Club, but you still hit it. 0 times 2 is still 0. Dang it. So you guys, the only way you get Elite points is from your personally sponsored 2016 and personally sponsored 2017 coaches hitting Success Club. Let me tell you an awesome story. So last March 2016, all of a sudden I had a girl named Jamie. She became diamond and she was just clear up at the top of my Elite reports. So I called her and I said, Jamie, I said, when did you become a coach? And she goes, I just barely became a coach 2 months ago in January. I said, that's awesome. I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, you have a lot of Elite points. They were all coming from this second category, which we'll get to. But I said, all right, so how many coaches are you having hit Success Club every single month? And she goes, Lacey, like, not really any. She says, I built my diamond pretty much up with discount coaches. And she says, I really don't have any working coaches. I said, okay, work on getting working coaches and try to help just one of them hit Success Club. The next month we talk, she's like, Lace, a coach hit Success Club. I had a coach hit. And I was like, perfect, that's awesome. It's like, great. I'm like, now focus on helping 2. The next month we talked, she's like, Lace, I helped 2 coaches hit Success Club. And I was like, perfect. You guys, she started off with an SC base, or in March, she had an SC base of 0. She had no coaches hitting Success Club. She ended the year with an SC base of 4. Your SC base means how many coaches, on average, you're helping hit Success Club every single month. She goes, Lace, guess what? I was on a team call with Christina Delgado, a top coaching network, and she was saying, hey, I have an SC base of 10. And Jamie goes, I thought for sure she was leaving off a 0 or 2 zeros or 3 zeros. There is no way a top coaching network at Christina Delgado could have an SC base of 10. Guess what? Christina Delgado's SC base is 10. My little diamond, who actually went from diamond to 4-star in 7 or 8 months, she had an SC base of 4. She was 6 people away from having an SC base the same as a top coaching network. You guys, all you need to do is focus on helping 1 coach. When you help 1, focus on helping 2. When you help 2, focus on helping 3. All right? How do you eat an elephant? You can't eat the whole thing at one time. How do you get an SC base of 10? You can't get an SC base of 10 like all at once. You do it 1 bite at a time. That's how you eat that elephant. And that's how you get an SC base of 10 is by helping 1 coach more every single month. If you helped 1, try to help 2. If you help 2, try to help 3. You guys, in order to stay on track with this, is try to help 1 these 3 months, the beginning months, then 2 these next ones, and then try to help 3. My coach went from having an SC base of 0 to 4 in about 7 months. You still can do it too. You totally can. Okay, next category is your personally sponsored coach's personal volume, your PSPV. All right, it's all your personally sponsored coaches from just this year, just from 2017. All right, for every 500 PSPV, so for every 500 personally sponsored coaches personal volume, you get 1 Elite point. Say, for example, in January, you bring in 1 coach, and their PSPV totals 300. Divide that by 500, you still get 0. Say next month, you bring in 1 more coach. So between the coach you brought in last month and this month, all their PV, now it totals 600 PSPV. Divide that by 500, you get 1 Elite point, and that extra 100 rolls over. So you guys, you never ever lose any PSPV. It's a rolling total, all right? For every 500 PSPV you get, drops off, you get 1 elite point. You never ever lose any PSPV. I always tell coaches, you guys, it is so important to have awesome beginning months like January, February, March, April, May, June, these beginning months. So critical to bring in new coaches. Because guess what? A coach you bring in January, it can help you January, February, March, April, May. The same coach can help you every single month. When they're on Shakeology Home Direct, when they're on HD, every single time that Shakeology ships, they're giving you what? 90 more PV every single month. Whereas a coach you bring in November, it'll help you in November and December. So you guys, these beginning months are so critical. And guess what? To have an awesome, successful January, February, March, you've got to have been putting in the work in October, November, December. Because so many times coaches are like, they see what the crap, I am struggling so bad. What the heck? I mean, it's January. It's New Year's resolution. This is like the perfect time. I'm like, you guys, I'm like, the fruits of your labor will not show off until a month or 2 or a year or 3 years down the line. Amy Silverman said it best when she said, you guys, I'm not a SC 100 because of the work I put in today or yesterday or last week or last month or last year. It's the work I put in every single day over the last 5 years. That's why I'm at SC 100. You guys, the top coach in the network, Melanie Mitro, she is the most consistent person on the planet. There is nothing special about her. She's just freaking consistent. She shows up every single day. All right, every single day. Don't be that coach that gets caught in the trap of kind of pushing it off. And then all of a sudden it's September and you're like, but I want to be premier. I want to be elite. So then you just like cram everything in. You completely burn yourself out and you're so sick of Beachbody. By the time January comes around, you're just like, I'm done. And you like take off January, and you take off February, and you take off March. And before you know it, it's back to June or July again. And you're like, oh, I want to be elite or premier so bad. And then it's that vicious cycle. You guys, I compare it to this. You would never save all 7 of your workouts to be done in one day. Never. Because you die. Can you imagine having to do 7 insanities? 7 hardcores? No. You would never do all 7 workouts in one day. You never leave all 7 to do in one day. If you do a little bit each day, if you do one workout every single day, it's doable. So you guys, if you just do your 4 vital behaviors every single day, it's doable. I always say make sure you're doing the Fantastic 4 daily. The Fantastic 4 are add people to your network every single day, connect with people, invite people to something, whether it's a free group or a challenge group or a sneak peek, have something to invite people to, and follow up with people. All right, those are the Fantastic 4 that you should be doing daily. This next category, this is your personally sponsored customers' personal volume, and I am so happy they added this. They added this because last year I think they got too far away from like our challenge groups and the better and better, and the reason why we're so successful. I think we were just trying to bring in coaches as fast as we could, and they were rolling out as fast as they could. All right, you guys, when you get someone to have results, to have a transformation, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever kind of transformation they have, and they get those results, they want to stand and shout from the rooftops for all they hear that Beachbody changed their life. They're passionate about the programs now. They're passionate about the products. They're passionate about the accountability and support groups. They want to shout from the rooftops for everyone to hear how Beachbody changed their lives. All right, 71% of all coaches were challengers first. So you guys focus on those challenge groups, getting people to have results, always bringing in new people, and you'll get there. All right, works the same exact way. Every 500 CPV, you get 1 elite point. So the only difference between this category and this category is these are your personally sponsored coaches. So your coaches, your discount coaches, everybody. And then this is your personally sponsored customers. So you guys focus on bringing in at least 2 customers per month. If it were a perfect world, you don't have to bring in 2. But since it's not, and people come and go, I would say focus on bringing in 3 to 5. All right, 3 to 5 customers per month. Same thing with your PSPV. Focus on bringing in like 3 to 5 coaches, discount coaches per month. All right, because we all have people come in and they go out. Last category. Sorry, guys, I completely lost my voice on Monday. Had no voice. I was here. I felt fine. But I was like, I know you guys think I'm on mute. Well, I typed it. I'm like, I know you guys think I'm on mute, but I just can't talk. It was horrible. And I have to talk. Okay, so category number category number 4 is advancement team volume. Your ATV. Okay, you earn 1 elite point for every 10,000 increase in advancement team volume. All right? So 1 elite point for every 10,000 incremental ATV. ATV is advancement team volume 3 levels deep. Just 3 levels deep. It's volume from your personally sponsored coaches, their personally sponsored coaches, and their personally sponsored coaches. All right? I always say think of your personally sponsored coaches as your kids, their personally sponsored coaches as your grandkids, and their personally sponsored coaches as your great grandkids. All right? It's just volume 3 levels deep. Hey guys, when I first came to corporate and I was learning about the Elite Goal Guide program, I was like, oh my gosh, ATV, XYZ, my heavens, this is so much. Okay. You guys, all you have to do is focus on these things. Well, hold on, let me finish telling this. With ATV, say for example, Erica ends the year 2016, she ended with 10,000 volume in ATV. And this year, she's going to end at 50,000. You have to meet whatever you did last year before those elite points kick in. Once you meet where you're at last year, then for every 10,000 above that, that is where your elite points kick in, all right? So if Erica ended at 10,000 last year, 50,000 this year, she went up by 40,000, all right? Divide that by 10,000, you get 4. So you get 4 elite points. Okay, you guys, with ATV, like I said, it just blew me away. I was like, ATV, XYZ, oh my gosh, this is so confusing. If you focus on these 4 things, Bonnie Ingalls said it best when she goes, you guys, she was at NLC as a 2-star in 2014. She was at NLC, the training, as a 2-star in 2014. She said that was the changing point in my business. She goes, that the New Leadership Conference is where I changed my business, I changed my leadership skills, I changed my life. She said, I was sitting in the seats with tons of golden nuggets, tons of takeaways, but I was like, what are 4 of the things that every top coach hit on, that every corporate representative hit on, that everyone talked about somehow? What are the 4 things? This is what she said. She goes, over the next year, I went from 2-star to 15-star, top 10 elite coach. She goes, and this is what I focused on. Number 1, I hit Success Club every single month, no matter what. It was a non-negotiable to me. Number 2, she said, number 2, I helped my coaches hit Success Club. All right. Number 3, she said she brought in new coaches every single month. And number 4, she brought in new customers every single month. You guys, when you do those 4 things, when you hit Success Club number 1, help your coaches hit it, bring in new coaches, bring in new customers, this ATV just happens. All right, it just falls into place. It just happens. When you hit Success Club, you help your coaches hit it, and they do. You bring in new customers, and you bring in new coaches. This just happens. All right. So this next sheet, this is actually what I want you guys to track on. All right. So I want you to print out both things so you can kind of have a goal guide to see where you should be gauging. Then I want you to print out this also. Jessica Bauer Nelson said Jessica Bauer Nelson had the greatest call ever on the National Wake Up Call. She talked about tracking. She said, once I started tracking my business, it grew by 300%. Are you kidding me? 300%? She said, what you track goes whack. What you track, you can impact. You guys, I compare it to this. Okay, Erica, Alt, Jeremy, if you guys have a client, a challenger who's like, what the crap, Erica? What the crap, Jeremy? I am not losing weight on this program. This program does not work. I'm pushing play every single day. I'm drinking my shake. I'm following the meal plan. Like, this program does not work. You're like, all right. So you're pushing play every single day. Yeah, I am. You are eating your meals every single day. You're following the meal plan. Yeah, I am. You're using containers to track it. Well, no, I don't want to have to do more dishes. Like, I can just eyeball like a red or a yellow or an orange or a blue. Like, I totally know how much that is. You tell this client, this coach, this challenger to go home and start tracking with containers. Guess what? They come back and they're like, wow, Jeremy, Erica, these programs work. That's because they started tracking. You guys, so start tracking. If you haven't started tracking, start today. All right. Let me tell you the saddest story ever. Well, the funnest story first. The funnest story ever is that it is the greatest thing in the world to call and tell coaches they are a 2017 elite or premier coach. All right. That's the funnest call in the whole entire world to make. The saddest call in the whole entire world to make is when you have to call them and tell them they are 1 point short. They are 1 point short. Guys, they cried. I cried. It was horrible. It was so horrible. You do not want to be short on points. All right. So back to my story. There was a coach who I worked with, and when we were talking, and she said, Lacey, she says, I'm missing an elite point. She goes, according to my calculations, I should have one more elite point. I said, really? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I track these like with a fine-tooth comb. And I was like, all right. I'm like, call customer relations and see if you can get it figured out. Sure enough, she called back and she's like, oh my goodness. She's like, Lacey, she said they had messed up. The system had a glitch and they were missing one elite point. You guys, what if this coach really had 135, had everything else like this other coach, but just didn't have the elite points? Heartbreaking. Totally heartbreaking. So you guys, start tracking. Print this out and start tracking. What you track, you unpack. What you track goes whack. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Any questions you guys have?
No, I've been going over this thing like a bazillion times and
Okay.
looking at it.
I love it, girlfriend. I love it. I love it. I love it. Know it like the front and back of your hand, you guys. When you understand this, everything just falls into place and it makes sense. I am here for you. I want to see you grow your teams and your volume and your income. I want to see you rank advance. The more you're ranking advancing, the more people you're helping. That's how I look at it. You guys, both of you, Walt, Erica, both of you. Both of you can be premier, can be elite. I want to make that call to both of you. I love a saying that says, if not you, who? And if not now, when? So true. Every single top coach that's been an elite coach, they're like, I never thought I could do it. But then they put their mind to it, and they did it. Every single one. There was nothing special about them. They had to figure it out on their own. It was awesome. So you guys, any questions at all? Okay. All right. I will send this recording to you, Erica, to pass on to your team. I'll send you the Elite and Premier Goal Guide in case you don't have it. Well, get that from her. And seriously, let me make that call to both of you, all right? To both of y'all. Yeah. Okay, thanks so much, Walt, for taking time out. You're awesome. And that, wherever you're at, is awesome.
I work for General Motors. We make car engines.
Shut up. Oh my goodness, that's awesome, dude. Okay, well, cool. Thanks so much for being on. You're amazing. See you all. Bye, Erica. Bye, princess. You're so cute. Bye. I like your drawing. Bye, Erica.